Hey, good morning. My name is Pranay, and through this video, I would want to introduce you to the basic hypothesis tests that you conduct during your Six Sigma projects. You would already know that the most important factor in deciding what hypothesis test would you use is the data type of your X and your Y. I have tried to give you a very broad perspective of what test may be used at what time. I'm starting with when Y is continuous data. Should your project Y be continuous data, something like sales in dollars, revenue numbers in dollars or rupee, you're looking at margin, cost, you're looking at improvement of handling time, or any such metric which is being captured as continuous information. Should your Y be continuous, there are two likely options of your X. Your X could either be continuous or your X would be discrete. When your Y and your X are both continuous data, assume a situation wherein you would want to explore relationship between sales, which is being captured in rupee or dollar, against advertisement cost being spent by the organization. Both in this case are continuous data. When both X and Y are continuous data, you would be required to do a test called correlation and regression. These are two separate tests that you can perform. And should your Y be continuous while your X being discrete, something like sales versus the different variants of your produce. Let's assume a car making organization. The sales being the project Y under observation may be compared to the different variants that the car company produces. In this case, your X becomes discrete data. When your X is discrete, it is imperative for you to identify whether your focus area would be towards improving the central tendency or the centering of your project Y, or are you concerned about the variation in your project Y? You may want to look at this particular video that I've created to help you understand when do you choose centering and when do you choose variation. To continue, if my concern area is about improving the central tendency of my data, I would first want to understand whether my Y is normally distributed or is it non-normal. If my Y is normally distributed, I have three simple options. The first is a one sample t-test, the second is a two sample t-test, and the third is a one-way ANOVA, and there could be loads of other tests in the ANOVA family. While if your Y is non-normal data, you have options of one sample sign, Mann-Whitney, and Moore's median. If you're concerned about variation, in case of Y being normal or non-normal, you have an option of doing the test of equal variance. So let me sum it up for you again. So Y continuous, X continuous, options of two tests, correlation and regression. Y being continuous, X being discrete. First identify whether your concern is centering or whether you're concerned about variability. Should you be concerned about centering only, you would have to first mathematically validate or statistically validate whether your Y is normally distributed or is it non-normal. Should your Y be normally distributed, you would look at the parametric tests of one sample T, two sample T, and one-way ANOVA. While if your Y is non-normally distributed, you would look at one sample sign, Mann-Whitney, and Moore's median. In the case of variation issue, Y being normal or non-normal, you would conduct the test of equal variance. You must look forward to the different videos that AIG has created. Through them, we've helped you understand each test in detail, how to conduct them, and how to draw out inference from these tests. Hope this simple video helps.